Today, I was informed by a colleague of mine, Rodolfo, about a new AI tool for handling infrastructure, which I want to do a deep dive on, but for some reason I went on a tangent about how AIs are going to take our jobs or not going to take our jobs. And so with LLMs, it's interesting. They're trained to complete sequences, fairly linear sequences. They can add some noise in there, but basically Mary had a little, what's next? Lamb. Well, same thing goes, if there's an opening bracket, it knows there's going to need to be a closing bracket eventually. So it's a very sophisticated parrot, but it's still in some way a parrot. So I'm not sure the capabilities of LLMs alone to take care of the stuff. Something they do is they add validation schemas to the end of it. So in case they hallucinate, they can get penalized for it. And at least that feedback doesn't get back to the end user, which is nice because we have schemas in our business. We can see, hey, this field does not actually exist. It does exist, etc. So that's a good part. Then I got to thinking about classifiers. Classifiers would be an interesting thing to use to try and figure this to calculate if a system's working or not. But you could possibly really overtrain a classifier and it wouldn't quite do the trick then. Another thing that could be useful or interesting enough is a GAN. How do we innovate? How do we come up with new designs and things of that nature? And I realize there's a finite amount of things we can build on, AWS as far as infrastructure as code goes, because we can't boot up things that don't actually exist. So that would be an interesting one. And then how do you score those GAN? You could do it theoretically, but if you actually wanted to do it in real time, you'd have to give it actual control over your AWS infrastructure, which would be an interesting experiment I might do sometime. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. But long story short, we have to evolve. Think about the 1930s elevator operators. They don't exist anymore. If you're not ready to evolve, then you're going to be in trouble. So you should read the post. I'll go into some more details about what I'm doing to evolve. But without further ado, thank you for listening. Matt with Schematical, and good luck keeping your job with all these AI tools coming up. It's going to get interesting.